Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to race one today of round 3 of the DSBK Middle East Championship. Now, we're currently stood on the pit lane here. That's because we're moments away from the riders making their way onto the grid. And what we're going to try to do today is we'll try and speak to as many drivers as we can, including pole sitter Sascha Salati, Simon Reed, who has a new bike this weekend and is looking forward to a massive championship campaign in the United Kingdom. Plus, even we get a word with Nasser Said if he's not busy enough to talk to us. It'll be great to get his insights on this incredible championship that he's thrown together over the past couple of months, to be honest. If I said weeks, no. He's done an amazing job putting this incredible championship together, and he's a very busy man. I'd love to get him upstairs in the booth with me, but let's see if we can get a word with him. Plus, there's a lot of exciting stuff happening here. You could just see the marshals making their way onto the grid now. The riders actually haven't made their way onto even outside of the paddock area yet. They're still actually in their pit garages, so we can see them just over there. You can see, obviously, just behind the Clios, there will be a couple of riders who will make their way onto the pit lane, excuse me. They'll make their way around because, of course, at the moment, the track is being reconfigured because we're not doing the Grand Prix circuit configuration for the bikes. We're actually doing the national circuit configuration instead. So they'll come round, they'll do the formation lap. They will, not the formation lap, sorry. They'll go round for their out lap, line up in their grid positions where we'll have Sascha Salati, Simon Reed in the middle, and then on the right-hand side of him will be Sascha Taro, which is also breaking news today because this round he will not be part of the modified category. Instead, he will be in the Superstock. Now, I know talking to a couple of Superstock drivers, they're not too happy about that, excuse me, the riders, because, of course, Sascha's very quick in the Superstock category. He was a champion from a couple of years ago. And, of course, with him back in the Superstock, it is going to be a bit more difficult for those riders who are contesting that category that thought, okay, well, he's a modified. I've got a chance now to be champion. Not this weekend. Sascha Taro is going to make it very, very difficult here. So why don't we head on over to the grid? Now, it's going to be a bit of a walk, actually, because if you see all the way down there, there's a second set of lights, and that's actually where the riders will start. They've not made their way out of the area here for... again, coming out, which is quite interesting because they should have come up by now because we're moments away from starting the race. The pit lane should have opened at 10 past. I'm not sure why they haven't made their way out there, but it gives us more than enough time to actually walk down. It would be great, actually, if we could go to the garages again. Thank you so much to these guys, by the way, the marshals, all of them dressed up in orange, very easy to spot, of course. A huge shout out to all of them. Without them, we cannot be going racing here at all. Without their assistance, you see many of them also prepping the grid up here as well for all of the riders to make their way here. We have 22 riders here today. Every round, the championship just gets bigger and bigger. First time out, we had 9. Second time at the Yas Marina Circuit, which, by the way, was a first for the DSBK Middle East Championship. We had 14 or 16, and now this time round we have 22. And just to put it in perspective, the guys who are very, very quick, like Yuri Nekrasov, Tom Robson, Simon Reed, Sascha Salati, all kind of fairly struggled a bit during qualifying because there are just so many riders now in the championship, because here at the DSBK Middle East Championship, we are constantly growing. We're increasing the amount of riders that we have in the field, and we're bringing talent in from around the world, not just here in the UAE or the GCC. There's riders hailing from the United Kingdom, South Africa, Italy, Australia, the United States of America, Qatar, many, many more. It's a massive championship, and it's just getting bigger and better every single time we go racing here at not just the Dubai Autodrome, but this year we went to the Yas Marina Circuit for the first time. It was a first for 2 wheels because we've never done it. We've never raced on 2 wheels around the Yas Marina Circuit. So an incredible achievement, not just by DSBK Middle East, but of course by Nasser Said to finally get that pen and paper signed, and we eventually had it. Now you can see there's a flurry of activity happening over there in the garage area, which is a good sign because that means we're about to go racing shortly. But before we do that, of course, we have to line the grid up. So you can see here, we've got a bunch of cones on the track as well to sort of figure out where everyone is going to be, because unlike car racing in bikes, we have them lined up with 3 rows of 3. So we've got first, second, and third that will take up their positions. So, of course, we'll have Simon Reed in the middle of Sascha Taro on his right-hand side, and then on his left will be Sascha Salati. So it makes it quite interesting because Simon Reed's actually got a very quick bike. He's got a new bike here for this weekend. It is a very quick bike, a very rapid bike indeed as well. As you can see now, the riders making their way out. A very busy paddock area, very busy pit, and it'll be a very busy grid here for the DSBK Middle East Championship. As Lionel Henry makes his way out of the garage. There's Tony Garvin in number 8. We've got to watch out for him, though. He's very quick, and if he gets the jump like he did at the Yas Marina circuit, he'll be one to watch out for, because that start was absolutely phenomenal. You can see Manuel Parra as well, not on his bike yet on the 34. He needs to get on his bike rather quickly because he needs to really start nailing the starts down as well. He was very honest with us not too long ago in our rounds at Yas Marina because what had happened was he didn't get the start nailed down at all, and he was very honest about it. He said, hands up, I got it completely wrong. I've got to do better next time. And he did exactly that. He ended up walking away with the victory. But now with him in Superstock alongside Sascha Taro, it is going to be very, very difficult. Fedasa Buganim returns to the championship as well. Great to have him back as well. He missed out at the Yas Arena. I know he was very, very upset about missing out, but of course family comes first with him and a lot of the riders as well. So of course he was busy down there. Right at the tail end there you can see the exit of pit lane. The riders are starting to make their way out, and soon enough this will be filled with 22 of the best riders in the region. The best riders have all come here to be a part of the DSBK Middle East Championship. They're honing their craft. They're preparing themselves to race not just here against the riders that we have here. They are preparing themselves for the bigger picture, the road to MotoGP, because of course every rider, that's the one thing they have in their back of their mind. Moto3, yes. Moto2, yes. But MotoGP, that's where they all want to be. They want to be in the upper echelons of motorcycle racing, and of course that is what they're all after here. Grid personnel making their way onto the grid as well. A lot of team members, everything like that. I can see a couple of Golf Pro Car drivers out there on the in the paddock area having a quick look at the riders. Marios Dinaros is there, keeping a close eye. I wonder if he'll get on the bike yet. There he is. Always very excited to be here. We've got our first rider, and it's none other than Sascha Taro. So he'll be a great man to have a conversation with because of the change from one category to the next. So let's see if we can grab a word with him, as he is the first official rider here to make it to his grid position in third overall, moving from modified into super stock. Now, Sascha, you decided not to do an additional outlap here. A lot of the riders are doing that. Obviously, they'll be rushing through pit lane. But you decided to come up here in the grid position. You're talking to me earlier before. You moved from modified to super stock. What was the change for?
Literally, I've changed bike because I just feel more comfortable on the super stock bike. I feel it's much easier for me to ride than the super sport. Is a little bit more complicated. However, I've always had a good feeling with the 636, so I just decided to go back into the super stock class. And here we are to start the race.
So a lot of your rivals, and I would say they're not too keen on you coming back because they know how quick you are and they know how tough you are to pass here. What are your words to them?
No, I would just say to them that don't think like that, because, you know, every year everyone improves. You know, I'm the oldest guy, so I'm probably like 10, if not more years older than some of the older guys here. So at the end of the day, it's about having fun, first of all, enjoy the race and try your best. You never know, races are always different. You never know what can happen during the race. So good luck to all the riders. And
good luck to you. Of course, he'll look up to you as a series veteran, a former champion as well, back in the Superstock category, showing everyone how it's done. And look who we have here. We have Saeed Al-Salati and Simon Reed. Let's go over to the pole sitter, Saeed Al-Salati here. Saeed, ahlan wa sahlan. Once again, pole position. That was a fabulous qualifying session between you and Simon. Simon was about 0.3 of a second off you at the final there, but of course, another pole for you.
Well, yeah, it was a very intense session. I knew that this round he will be there because, as you know, he have a really good bike this time. It's better than my bike in the power. But yeah, I'm looking forward for a really nice race. And yeah, it will be fun to fight with him for the win.
And the great thing is, even though you two are competitors, we always see you have that nice gesture at the end of it where you're waving to each other, you're congratulating each other, even though you might pip him there at the end. It's always great to see the sportsmanship between you two.
Yeah, well, we are friends in the end. I mean, off the track, I mean, yesterday we were, or before yesterday, we were hanging out together and we were training together. So, yeah, it's fun. In the track, when we are in our helmet, of course, it's a battle. But always off the track, we are really good friends.
Well, thanks for talking to us and good luck. Hopefully you result into another victory. But what's going to make his life a lot more difficult is this man right here. Not only is he contesting a season in British Superbikes next year, he's also got a very rapid bike underneath him, which is new to this race weekend. Simon, you did 2 rounds on a bike a little bit further down over there. You've given your bike graciously to somebody else, but now you've got a much quicker one here, and you're a lot closer to your championship rival here.
Yeah, look, the first 2 rounds have been fun. It's been a bit of a starting point for us, but yeah, it's nice to have some good machinery, some competitive machinery under me now, and yeah, I'm looking forward to having a good battle and having a bit of fun with Saeed.
Now, he was telling us how close you two guys are, having dinner together, training together, of course. Off track, you're friends, but on the grid, because you see, look, there he is. He's even, there's the sportsmanship between the two of them. They're rivals, but I guess we can better yet, we can call you frenemies.
Yeah, look, you know, at the end of the day, we're here to have fun, and you know, me and Saeed get on really well, and you know, he's a great guy. So, you know, he has a lot of experience around this circuit. So, yeah, look, I'm still learning the circuit. So, yeah, we will see how it goes.
Well, good luck. It's going to be a great fight between these two, no doubt. Of course, modified on my left, modified in the middle, and then Superstock there. Now, one rider I do want to get a chance to speak to, Yuri Nekrasov here on the right, Manuel Para. I hope he gets a start right, that's for sure. One gentleman I want to speak to over here is Kalfan Al-Kabi here. So, unfortunately, he should have actually had not 1 podium, but 2 podiums last time out. But, Kalfan, it just didn't come your way. But from what I hear from everyone here, you are insanely quick, and we see that week in and week out.
Thank you so much for the compliments. I'll try my best. We'll try to keep it consistent, keep it safe, and hopefully have a very entertaining show to watch for you guys.
And of course, the best thing for you is you're representing the UAE. What do you have to say for all the residents here in the country?
I hope to see more UAE riders, and hopefully we see more, and hopefully this encourages them as much as it encourages me.
Thank you so much, and good luck. Let's head back off the grid now, because this is going to be a tough one. Why am I doing this? We have Courtney. Courtney is somewhere here. Next time we're going to get Courtney to it. I can't get up this. This is going to be a mammoth effort here to get up. Here we go. Excuse me, mate. We've got to... Well, that's it for now. Let's head back upstairs, because, of course, the race start is about to begin. So the formation lap here underway for the DSBK Middle East Championship. Very busy here at the Dubai Autodrome. Not just a race happening, but a podium presentation happening as well for the Clio Cup Middle East. But here we are for our first race of the weekend for the DSBK Middle East Championship. The brainchild of Nasser Said, a fantastic championship he's built over the summer months. Of course, did some demo runs. Well, I wouldn't really call them demo runs, but really tested the waters to see the reception. And it seemed to be a fantastic reception from last year. And, well, this year we are in, well, the thick of things already. We were at round 3, race number 1 here at the Dubai Autodrome. We raced 2 weeks ago at the Yas Marina circuit. You saw Simon Reed there, who lines up in 2nd. Alongside him, Seed Al Salati. There's Sascha Taro, who we had a word with earlier on. He was the first one there. I like how he says he's the oldest one on the grid and still as quick as ever. There you see the number 20 there of Yuri Nekrasov. He's going to be one to watch out for here as well. But we're about to go racing here for the first time for the DSBK Middle East Championship, Race number 1 is about to get started here. The lights are on. We're under the starters' orders right now. We are 3 abreast each and every way that we look. 22 riders, 22 into those rise, and that looked like not the best of starts there for Sascha Taro. Just couldn't find the first gear. And as always, Firas Abagani from Lebanon gets a fantastic start around the outside of Sascha Taro and is already up with Seed Al Salati. Simon Reed got a fantastic start as well and now leads the race already down through turn 1. But they might be friends off track, but their enemies on track. As Seed is going to fight back all the way through the next couple of corners here, and they're breaking away from the rest of the field. Now remember, these two riders, are in a different category from the rest of the field. They're in the modified category ahead of the Superstock. So Seed Al Salati and Simon Reed, 11 and 15 are your top 2, and then the rest of the field are all filtering their way through the first sector here for the first time. It is a fantastic start for all around, but for Sascha Taro, just couldn't find the right gear on time. And, well, he did a good job of not stalling the bike, but gets through, and there is Simon Reed ahead of Seed Al Salati. The gap is about 2 bike lengths separating the 2 of them, but what about through the next sector? So they don't use the back straightaway around the National Circuit configuration. Instead, they take the right-hander up through the club link as we make our way through there now. Now, this is where the 2 were fighting for pole position during qualifying earlier today. There was a bike between them, but this time round, it's just the 2 of them. And Seed Al Salati is really closing up on the Irishman. Looking again on the inside, a much tighter line there through turn 15 for Seed Al Salati. Leads a lot earlier compared to Simon Reed. But Seed Al Salati knows the track very well. Now, for Simon Reed, he is new to the championship, and he's new to the bike as well. He's only done 2 sessions on that bike completely before this race started this morning. Well, I say this morning, this afternoon, about 5 minutes ago. So a very good job there from Simon Reed to adapt to that bike so quickly. And of course, he's lent his bike to Sascha down in 7th position at the moment. Now, not a great start for Miffin as he's tumbling down the order. Tom Robson as well has gone down, Abdullah Alwan has gone down, and Muniab Nagoji's also tumbled down the order as well. All 3 of them there on the Yamaha R6s. Now, the thing is, this is a lot different to what we started the championship with, and it's a lot different to what we had in race number 2 at the Yas Marina circuit for round 2, because there are a lot more riders in the field. We've also almost essentially doubled the field since we went racing for the first time in the championship. Actually, we've almost tripled the field in just 2 rounds here in the DSBK Middle East Championship. That just shows how much people want to be a part of this exclusive championship. As we see Firas Abughanem back in the championship here for round number 3. He contested round number 1, but unfortunately we didn't get to see much of him in those races. We did see him on the podium, but we didn't see him at round 2, which was very unfortunate when we don't see him around, because he's always fun, he's always having a good time, he's always very happy and bouncy, very excited to be here, and great to have him back in the championship. As Simon Reed continues to lead here, but for how much longer can he stay ahead of Seed Al Salati? We'll have to find out. 0.4 of a second is the gap between our top 2 in the modified category, but here is the battle in the super stock category. The battle essentially for 3rd, because Sascha Taro is a little bit further up the road. Then we have Manuel Parra, followed by Firas Abughanem and Yuri Nekrasov. Then we have Sascha, and then Tony Garvin. Kalfan Al-Khawi, who we got a chance to talk to on the grid, unfortunately did not have the race that he wanted to have in the at the Yas Marina circuit, race 2 of round 2. Unfortunately, there was some sort of issue. Not sure if it was a technical or a timing issue, but he did come across the line 3rd. in overall in his class in Superstock, but for some reason he was taken off of the timesheets. So that was very unfortunate there for the young rookie. And let's see what he can do here in round number 3. As he currently circulates in 9th position overall, leading the rookie category ahead of Moshin Paraban. But there is the lead battle again. And Sascha Salati was a little bit worried about this with Simon Reed bringing in a new bike for this weekend. He knew it was fast, but Sascha Salati is staying with him. He's not allowing Simon Reed to escape anywhere. 1:29.285. As the two doing battle once again, and this is the closest these two have been all day as they work their way through the final corner. Completing lap number 2 will be lap number 3 next time round for the 15 and number 11. Here we go. Down towards turn 1 in the 15 and 11. Here is Firas Abouganim under pressure from Manuel Parra. Separated by 0.08 of a second between them. Firas Abouganim from Manuel Parra. Sascha Taro still leads this category at the moment by 2.2 seconds. But it's 0.08 of a second back between these two. And look who's on the scene as well. Yuri Nekrasov wants to be part of it. Struggled a little bit through qualifying. Said there's a bit too many bikes for my liking on track. And is now a part of this 3-way battle for second overall. 2 podium positions here on offer for Yuri Nekrasov, Firas Abouganim and Manuel Parra. As Manuel looks on the inside of Firas. Through the left-hander onto the back straight we go. Manuel Parra looking on the inside, leans as far down left as he can go. Great battle here between the two. Up front though, 0.4 of a second. Sascha Salati did a personal best of 1:29.457 last time round. A lot of personal bests as well throughout. 0.04 of a second separating our top 2 through sector 2 at 2:08.440 for Sascha Salati. Has he found a way past Simon Reed this time round as Scott Francis keeps a couple of bikes behind him. Scott Francis currently shown as 20th overall on the 22, ahead of Munir Abdegoji and Abdullah Alwan. Munir Abdegoji returns to the championship for this weekend. Abdullah Alwan is a newcomer to the DSBK Middle East Championship. Simon Reed, though, continues to lead by 0.3 of a second in this amazing championship for the Premier Motorcycle Racing Championship within the Middle East. The DSBK Middle East Championship off to a fantastic start once again here. And of course, a big shout out to Nasser Sayed for what he's done here with the championship. He's really brought it up from the ground up. Done a fantastic job of putting this together and getting real international talent to be a part of the championship as well. The likes of Simon Reed, Sascha Salati, amongst many, many others. And a very international field as well. Riders from Qatar, the United Arab Emirates, India, South Africa, the United Kingdom, America, Australia, and many, many more countries. And of course, a lot of viewers around the world as well. We say hello to our viewers in India, South Africa, the United Kingdom, and of course right here in the United Arab Emirates. There's Tom Robson. Had a better qualifying than he did at the Yas Marina circuit, currently latched onto the back of. Now, where is Tom Robson at the moment? He's 15th on the 86. He's a little bit further back than he'd like to be from the rest of the field in the super stock category. Would like to be a lot closer. As he looks on the inside of the club link now. Now, that is not Dimitri Kuchinov. That'll be Sharvin that he's making a look on the inside on the 23 bike of the Triumph Daytona 675, the only Daytona Triumph 675. And where has Yuri Nekrasov gone off to? Because he looks like he's latched onto the back of... No, that's Manuel Parra who's got through and passed both Firas Abouganim, and he's dropped Yuri Nekrasov. And now he's battling for the lead of the super stock category here with Sascha Taro. Sascha thought it'd be a little bit easier moving back down to the super stock category as Kalfan Al-Kabi moves up in a 7th position overall. Yuri Nekrasov up into 6th position with Firas Abouganim up now into 5th place. And is that Manuel Parra who's gone through past Sascha Taro? He has. Manuel Parra now leads the Superstock category ahead of the number 5. As Simon Reed continues to lead ahead of Seedal Salati and Sascha Taro on the 15. But make that Manuel Parra, make that Sascha Taro once again, because just before the club link, Taro retakes the lead in the Superstock category. We've got a great fight on our hands here for the top step of the podium in the Superstock category. Remember, one of 3 categories that we have here in this series: Modified, Superstock, and Rookie. We're currently keeping a very close eye on the Superstock battle, and you can see, look, in close proximity, Firas Abouganim and Yuri Nekrasov. They want to battle for the top step of the podium. Back now with the race leaders in the modified category as well. Simon Reed leads from Seedal Salati. The Kawasaki ZX636 ahead of the Yamaha R6. Both of them have a wealth of experience riding. Not too much together though, although they do spend a lot of time off track together, training, getting themselves prepared for the race weekends, although the heat is certainly something that they've got to get used to here as well. Very humid on track here, especially during early morning qualifying sessions. A lot of riders were trying to move off the paintwork because, of course, of the humidity hanging in the air. Those paints and the rumble strips become very, very slippery and can cause a spin out as well, and it's not something that any of the riders wanted. Big front lock up there for Simon Reed, but continues ahead of Seedal Salati. Closest other modified rider is down in 13th at the moment with the Triumph Daytona 675. That is Sharvin on the 23. As he tries to close the gap up once again through turn 16. Not quite close enough to make a move. About 3 bike lengths separate them. Now back with this battle for the top step of the podium in Superstock. It's Manuel Parra, who is behind Sascha Taro, but ahead of Firas Abouganim and Yuri Nekrasov. The 4 doing battle here. Ahead of the rest of the Superstock field. Now, how far back is Kalfan Al-Kabi? He is currently 16.1 seconds adrift from this battle. He'd love to be in the thick of things here as well, and he's certainly one to keep a close eye on as well, because he could be one on the top step of the podium in the Superstock category at some point. Was almost on the 3rd step of the podium not too long ago. Through goes Sascha Taro. We're on lap 7 of 12 here at the Dubai Autodrome. 5 laps remaining in the DSBK Middle East Championship. Simon Reed from Seedal Salati lead in the modified category with Sascha Taro tucked in behind them. Well, a bit further back. I wouldn't say tucked in behind him because he's severely under pressure from Manuel Parra at the moment. Trying to keep that Superstock lead at the moment. And he's got a swarm of Yamaha R6s behind him. But Sascha Taro, a veteran in the championship, a rider that a lot of the young ones look up to as well, although they might not be happy that he's coming back in the championship for the Superstock category. They do all admire him as he works his way through the club link now, back through further down through the field, because it looks like Seedal Salati and Simon Reed are making their way towards the back markers of the field. There's Scott Francis, Munir Abdegoji, Abdullah Alwan as well. And you can just see Reed and Al-Salati, they're 15-11 in the back through turn 16. Now, another rider we should keep a close eye on here as well is the 71, currently shown as 17th overall. One of 6 rookies in the field is Hanan Suleiman, the only rider who is female and hailing from the United Arab Emirates. It's great to see her being a part of the championship here as well. She really enjoyed her time at Yas Marina Circuit. She was the first there to make history, to be the first woman to race on 2 wheels around the Yas Marina Circuit. And what an exciting event it was. Had a chance to speak to her briefly this morning, although before any sessions get underway, she likes to be by herself and get into a zone, be nice and calm, and just relax and focus on the sessions that come ahead. We're looking now at Lionel Henry, who sits in front of Scott Francis at the moment, in 19th position at the moment. In the Superstock category, currently shown as 10th overall in that class. And we're now completed, well, now we're on lap number 8. Now, of course, with a massive championship comes a massive amount of partners as well, and a huge shout out to all of the partners here that make these events so successful. CHS, a platinum sponsor, VME Valves, a gold sponsor, Fan Code, our streaming partner, and of course Big 106.2, our radio partner here, who on site, seen a couple of flags here and there, who are watching the intense action. And now it looks like Simon Reed is getting a little bit squirrely there and braking in front of the 47 of Lionel Henry. Now the good news is for him, he caught them through turn 1, but Seedal Salately caught them through the braking zone of turn 1. So falls back a bit, and that gap of 0.7 of a second is definitely extending as our race leaders are working their way through the pack. Yuri Nekrasov now up into 3rd position overall in the Superstock category on his Yamaha R6 on the number 20. Of course, a big shout out to our media partners, NKN Media. Milwaukee, our tool partners here as well. GP Oil, a lubricant partner, and apparel partner. We can get your apparel right here at the Dubai Drome during the weekend, Alicia Apparel. And of course, our associate partners as well, SF Entertainment, New Dawn, and Larix Water. Keeping us all refreshed here during the weekend of the DSBK Middle East Championship. And of course, keeping our drivers refreshed as well, as Manuel Parra almost loses control there through turn 4. And that could have gone all wrong, and it gave Sascha Taro the opportunity to sneak up around the outside and take the position away. But he'll have to try again. Emmanuel Parra had the lead, and into the pit lane comes Shashanka. And that is not good news for him as well, because that will drop him out of a good point scoring position in his first race we get in here in the Superstock category. Seedal Salately and Simon Reed continue to work their way through the order. Remember, race 2, you can tune in at 3:30 local time here in the United Arab Emirates. As Sascha Taro still under pressure here from Manuel Parra, Yuri Nekrasov, and of course, Firas Abu Ghanim. The Kawasaki surrounded by Yamaha R6s at the moment, deep in the braking zone. Yuri Nekrasov looks for the inside line on Manuel Parra, but not close enough to make a move here. Now, 2 laps remaining here. How much longer can Sascha Taro stay ahead of Manuel Parra? How much longer can he stay ahead of Firas Abu Ghanim? Is once again on the inside. Manuel Parra looks to go this time round. He's going to get it all right. Yes, he does. But Yuri Nekrasov wanted to follow him through, and he'll take the inside line for the next corner. And next up will be Firas Abu Ghanim. So it might be 3 corners and 3 positions lost for Sascha Taro. But the 3 riders here make it through. And now the 2 Moto Rough Riders of Yuri Nekrasov and Manuel Parra trying to leave Sascha Taro in the clutches of Firas Abu Ghanim, who's looking to return to the podium as Ivan Martinelli moves up into 17th overall. A great move for him as well. Great to see him back in the championship after a brief hiatus on his Kawasaki ZX6R. Now, for the Honda fans, there is one Honda CBR 600RR in the field. In 15th overall, it's Mithin behind the wheel. Or, well, not behind the wheel. How do you be behind the wheel of a bike? It's impossible. He's on the bike. He's holding the handlebars. That's what he's doing. He's not driving around in a car. It'd be very interesting. But here we go. Another battle. Firas Abu Ghanim looking on the inside of Sascha Taro. Can he get it this time round? Yes, he does. Sascha knows who has the inside line here, and he can't shut the door on him. But Manuel Parra, Yuri Nekrasov, and now Sascha Taro retakes 3rd in the Superstock category. Final lap here for Simon Reed, Seedal Salately, Manuel Parra, Yuri Nekrasov, Sascha Taro, and we've barely spoken about the rookies at all, because our leading rookie, Kalfan Alkabi, followed by Moshin Paramban, and then we have the 3rd rookie, Dmitry Kuchinov, and there is Simon Reed working his way through turn 15. And now down through turn 16 will go Simon Reed after passing the number 10, and the checkered flag at the ready for Simon Reed, who makes his way across the line, and that's Simon's first victory in the DSBK Middle East Championship. Well done to the Irishman. Looking back for his rival, Seedal Salately, who comes across the line in 2nd. The gap was 3.3 seconds across the line. A number of other riders across the line there as well. Sharvin, though, is still to come. There's the thumbs up to Cedar Salati. There the two are communicating. Of course, they don't talk to each other. Be very difficult to hear one another, but there they are offering each other the congratulations. A job well done there. And, of course, we have the Superstock riders across the line as well of Manuel Para, Yuri Nekrasov, and Sascha Taro will be your top three in the Superstock category. And Simon Reed always takes his time now on the cool-down lap after pushing so hard here for VME Valves. And a fantastic job there from the team to give Simon the bike that he wanted to take to the top step of the podium. A magnificent ride there from the two of them. Also a good ride as well from all of those in Superstock 2. You can see more riders there offering their congratulations to one another. They might be rivals on track. They might be in different classes. They might be from different countries. But in the end of the day, the DSBK Middle East Championship is a community, a strong community of the best riders in the GCC and from around the world as well. Fantastic sportsmanship. There is Manuel Para, the winner in Superstock. Waving to the crowd and, of course, waving to fellow riders. As all there on their cool-down lap. And, of course, this race is dedicated to Saad Al-Shan, the race of the bike of the man with a big heart, known to his friends as a gravedigger. Saad was as fearless on track as he was generous in life, and we do really miss him here in the paddock area and on track. It is a bit different without Saad, but of course behind his tough exterior was a kind soul, as much as the community is here still today in the DSBK Middle East Championship. He inspired everyone with his wisdom, humor, and unstoppable spirit, and he lived his life to the fullest. Full throttle, as a lot of our riders do here as well. Building a community through his passion for bikes and his unforgettable smile. Today we honor him the way he lived, celebrating the ride and the road ahead. Ride on, Saad. This one is for you, and we do miss you here at the DSBK Middle East Championship. But for race 1 of round 3, that's it. Simon Reed wins from Cedar Salati from the number 23 of Sharvin on his Triumph Daytona 675. And of course in the Superstock category in the Yamaha R6, Manuel Para from Yuri Nekrasov, and the Kawasaki ZX6R of Sascha Taro. For the rookies though, you can see there Simon Reed for VME Valves in Parc Fermé. So final checks underway. And for the rookies, it is Khalfan Al-Kabi, who finishes 7th overall. And then, of course, he is followed by Mohsin Paramban in his first race out. We'll be on the podium. And then, of course, to round out the podium will be Dmitry Kuchinov, our rookie winner from the first 2 races in round 1. There you saw Sascha Taro. You can see the rest of the riders. Lionel Henry, Scott Francis, all patiently waiting their turn. And a job well done from this man right there, Sascha Taro. And there you can see the friendship between Reed and Cedar Salati. Of course, Simon Reed, son of a 5-time winner at the Isle of Man, or a 5-time champion at Isle of Man, Brian Reed. And Simon looking to continue on the legacy of two-wheel racing and the Reed family. Great to have him here, part of the DSBK Middle East Championship, as well as Cedar Salati from Qatar. A very busy man as well, flying in from Qatar back to United Arab Emirates. Is in Qatar last week. Very, very busy schedule for the Qatari. A very tough one for him as well, because well, there's a lot going on for him, isn't it? But a fantastic ride from the 2 modified riders. A great ride as well from our 3rd place finisher in the modified category from Sharvin as well. Great to have him back in the championship here on this Triumph Daytona 675. And great to have some more bikes in the field as well. It was a very Kawasaki Yamaha affair. Now we have Honda and Triumph joining the fray. We had Ducati, but not here this weekend. There's a very busy Parc Fermé there and a very busy scrutineering team to ensure that everything is as per the regulations. There is Tom Robson speaking to Khalfan Al-Kabi, our rookie winner. Tom Robson, a rookie from last season. If I'm not mistaken, he was the winner of the rookie category last season as well. There's Manuel Parra, still with his helmet on. Got the start right this time round, though, did Manuel Parra. And there are the teams offering each other congratulations as well. No matter what team you race for, it's a community down at the DSBK Middle East Championship paddock area, the garages and all, the entire team do a fantastic job, and the community as a whole. There's William Degoji on his return to the championship as well, the Frenchman. Great to have him back in the championship as well. Raced, of course, in France and in the United Arab Emirates as well. It's always a lovely sight to have riders hailing from multiple regions and, of course, multiple championships as well, descending here on the DSBK Middle East Championship, all put together by one Nasser Saeed here. It's a shame we couldn't get him up in the comms box here, but hopefully next time we will be able to get him. It would be great to have his insights in the championship and prod him a bit more on how much he feels not being on a bike anymore and how much he would like to be riding around with the DSBK Middle East Championship riders. There you can see Firas Aboghanim on the left-hand side there. Unfortunately, will not be on the podium, but a great points finish there. 4th overall for Firas Aboghanim. But before we have the podium presentation, let's have a quick look at the highlights here for round 3, race 1 of the DSBK Middle East Championship. So before the podium presentation gets underway, let's have a quick chat with our race one winner, Simon Reed. What a ride that was. New bike. You only had 2 sessions on the bike, and it seemed like such a breeze for you there.
Yeah, brilliant race. You know, it's great to have some good competitive machinery. So big thanks to Fabio from MotoZoo and the rest of the DSBK guys for putting a brilliant bike onto me. And yeah, just got a good start and got my head down. Just was consistent. The pace at the start of the race was like 29, 29, 29. So just concentrated, tried to make no mistakes, and yeah, just kept that rhythm going. And yeah, just tried to slip past the backmarkers at the end of the race the best I could, and yeah, it all worked out well.
I see the backmarkers really worked in your favour. I see Seed got stuck on them, especially through turn 1 and a couple of other tricky corners where he could have got capitalised and kind of got back to you, gained that advantage back again. But you kept it relatively cool. It was a phenomenal race.
Yeah, look, at the start of the race I knew we would run into backmarkers, so I just tried to be consistent as I could be and made no mistakes, just to try and have that little bit of a cushion. You know, when we caught the backmarkers, then I sort of had that cushion to play with. And yeah, look, I just tried not to panic when we came on the backmarkers, and just yeah, didn't do anything stupid, and yeah, just picked them off nicely, and yeah, we crossed the line first, and that's the main thing.
Well, congratulations once again, Simon. We'll see you on the podium shortly. Now, what we'll try to do is we'll try to get the winner in the Superstock, and we'll try to get the winner in the rookie as well. So bear with us. We'll be back in 1 minute. Let me just go grab another rider. So before the podium presentation, we've got more of our winning riders here. Kalfana Kabi, you were the winner in the rookie category, and you're just telling me the start didn't go your way.
Yeah, it was actually a really rough start. My bike wheelied straight off the grid, and then all of a sudden I see like 6, 7 bikes zoom past me. So in the first lap, I really had some hard work, but managed to just cut through all the way to the end till I built a big lead. And then I knew I was ahead in my category, so I tried to challenge the other guys, but they're pretty good too. So.
Of course. Well, job well done on another top step of the podium for the rookie category. It's not easy out there. It's hot, and of course, it's very humid. What's it like being a rider out there?
Oh man, if anybody wants to lose weight, I was saying, you know, just take a few laps here. I think I lost 3-4 kilos, you know. But yeah, it's great fun. I'm happy to be Emirati on the podium. I dedicate all my races to Marwan, and hopefully we see more Emiratis join, and I'm very happy.
Cool, thank you so much for taking us. And again, congratulations on the top step of the podium, the rookies. What we'll try to do now is we'll get Manuel Parra to join us here outside. Manuel is here, he's ready. Here we go, we've got him straight away. Manuel Parra decided this time right, he's going to get the start absolutely right, and he did it. And he had a fantastic four-way battle for the lead in Superstock. You had Sascha Taro, Fadas Abouganim, and your own teammate, Yuri Nekrasov. All of you battling for the top step of the podium in Superstock.
Well, it was amazing, the toughest race of my life. I had to give everything plus 5%. Being there with Sascha, I mean, a few years ago would have been a dream. He's such an experienced, legendary rider. I gave everything, and the last 2 laps, I closed my eyes, I lost the rear 5 times, and in the end, I could make it.
Well, at least you were the one who's been the top step of the podium there. It was getting very close between you four, and I can't imagine what the conversation between you and Yuri Nekrasov was, because, of course, being teammates is a little bit more difficult when you kind of come into contact and you're moving around too much. But the good thing is you got the start nailed, and you were 3rd overall.
Yeah, as I said, maybe my best race here in Dubai. Lap time was amazing. I did 31.2. I think it's still the fastest lap here on stock. And all the racing in 31. And Yuri is my teammate, and we're friends. But I need to be careful. He's a Russian lawyer, so if I do something wrong, I'll be in trouble.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, Manuel. Of course, congratulations to be on the top step of the podium. You can see how hot it is, really. I mean, yes, it's winter here in the UAE, but it is so warm out here. It's so humid as well. And these overalls, they're super thick, they're leather. They just compact everything inside of you, and it's just not a great experience. You heard what Kalfan said as well. It's a great way to lose weight, so maybe next year I'm going to pick up bike racing as well. Now, I wonder now, are we ready for the podium presentation yet? Now, let's see if we can see Nasser Said anywhere. Nasser is still inside talking to his team. You know what? Let's get Said to come in here. Said, come. We'll have a quick chat with Qatari star. Again, one of a handful of riders who actually hail from this part of the world. You're making a name for yourself in Qatar. You're also making a name for yourself in the UAE. But you've also made Qatar proud on the world stage, not just here in the DSBK Middle East Championship.
Yeah, well, thank you. Yeah. I mean, this is the first time in Dubai that I have a really tough fight, and I really enjoyed it. I want to say congratulations to Simon. He ride really well. He pushed me to the limit. I didn't expect his bike would be that powerful, but I tried my best, and we'll try again in race 2. And hopefully by next round we will modify the engine, and we can be there with him in the same power. But yeah, in general, it was an amazing race. Yeah.
And this is the joys of the DSBK Middle East Championship. Nasser's done a fantastic job putting together and getting the best riders from the region to be a part of it. Best riders also internationally. And like you said, it's quite tough now, and it's getting tougher and tougher every race. We started with 9. I think you weren't here for the first round, were you? And then we had 14 at round 2 at Yas, and now we're here with 22 riders.
No, it's amazing. It's amazing to have all the riders from all over the world. And the more professional rider we have here, the more the championship level will go up and up. So yeah, it's amazing.
Well, thank you so much for talking to us, and congratulations. I know it's not where you want it to be. You want to be on the top step of the podium, but it is what it is.
Well, it's giving me motivation to push harder, so I will see you next time. Don't worry.
The training session is going to be a bit different now between you two, isn't it? Sida Salati there finished second. I do apologise, actually. He was here with us in round 1 all those months ago at the Dubai Autodrome. Now, who else can I get a quick word in with here? I'm just kind of scouring the room here. It's very busy inside of here. I'm just seeing if I can spot any of the riders or any of the personnel from the sponsors or anything like that, because of course this weekend we have a lot of sponsors to deal with in here, and you can see just how busy it is inside Mega Drive. Actually, you know what, let's see if we can get a word with Sharvin actually real quickly here. Hang on a sec. Sharvin, do you mind? Let's have a quick chat. Sharvin is actually one of the newcomers to the championship on the Triumph. The bike looks amazing, Sharvin. And of course, you're new to the championship here. Please, after you. It's not easy to get involved in a championship like this, and especially when you're racing against the likes of Simon Reed and Sida Salati, but you really kept your own out there.
Yeah, I tried my best to get the pace and really consistent on the race lines. That'll help me a lot just to keep on the position. So, you know, the one mistake you do, basically you just go back on the line. So that helped me a lot. So I'm coming back after the 2 years on the race again. So yeah, I think I'm happy with the result. And yeah. And then we'll see you on the next race.
We're very happy to have you back in the championship because, of course, one thing with the DSBK Middle East Championship, we have a lot of riders that have been doing this for a very long time. We have a lot of riders that are taking hiatuses like yourself, and we also have a lot of riders who are new. And this time around, 22 riders. It can't be easy out there.
Yeah, definitely. Especially the T1 was a big challenge, but thankfully no damage, no accident, so everybody is safe and back. That's the most important thing.
Of course, and well done. Well-deserved return to the championship as well with third position.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Let's see if we can grab somebody else. I saw Sascha to Taro, better yet. Sorry, Nasser, wait, before we do the podium presentation, this is your brainchild. You put all of this together, right? You got a smile on your face. I know how badly you want to be on the track, and I know how badly you want to get the podium sorted out with here. But let's talk more about the DSBK Middle East Championship and what you've done for the sport here.
See, I don't know exactly what I have done, but what I can see today, the entire country knows about this DSBK, and the riders are super, super happy that they were asking me can you make it something like European Championship? I said, one step ahead, okay, one by one. By next 2-3 years, we'll be almost close to European Championship, and you will witness this.
Of course. Well, the good thing is the quality of the field, right? We have guys from Qatar, we have guys from the United Kingdom, South Africa, Germany, Spain, Italy, all over the world. And these guys have a massive CV. And of course, they're all descending here on the DSBK Middle East Championship. And of course, you're the reason behind it.
That's my dream. That's my dream. If somebody is called European Champions, the biggest one, beside MotoGP and World SBK, and definitely I'm targeting something close to European, nothing close to European Championship. And people are liking it. I'm getting a lots of messages from entire different parts of the world, Moto America and the European Championship, Italian Championship. The riders are calling me, can you sponsor me? Can you sponsor me? Definitely, we look for sponsors also. I'll support them. I want this sport to grow here in UAE. I want to see that we are into next level with the superbike racing.
Thank you, Nasser, for talking to us. And of course, there are big plans for the championship that we can't talk about just now, but make sure you're following them on social media and their website to find out more. But Nasser, now it's time for the podium presentations, isn't it? So let's grab Courtney as well, because she'll be helping me out, because she does a much better job at this than I do, that's for sure. So what we'll do is we'll share the microphone here. So I'll hand it over to Courtney, who'll be talking you through our podium winners in both modified and Superstock.
Hi guys, welcome. So I'm very excited to announce the winners. What an amazing race. It's such a beautiful day here in Dubai. This is our home turf. We're at the Dubai Autodrome. So we will be announcing the winners. We have the podium ready and we don't want to be in the heat for too long, so let's get it started. All right, so we will start off with the rookies, okay? I just want to do a very quick mention. Every time I'm on the microphone, I want to mention Hanan. She's such an inspiration for me, the female UAE biker that we have here racing with the guys. So mabruk and congratulations to her always. All right, guys, so to announce the rookie category, in third place, for the rookies, we have Dmitry Krutchnov. Woo! Yeah, it's Dmitry. So the guys inside, they're all chatting. They're still very hot. They're having water. They don't want to come up for their awards, I think. NASA is calling them. So actually I was surprised at some of the placements today. Usually it's pretty much always the same, but we do have some surprise turnouts. So third place for the rookie category, we have Dmitry Krutchnov. Yes, so in third place, Dmitry Krutchnov. Woo! Congratulations. Finally, he made it to the podium. Third place, congratulations. We will try not to keep them in the heat for too long. So in second place for the rookie category, we have Mohsin Paramban. Mabruk. Welcome. Congratulations. I'll just do this one. And in first place for the rookie category, we have Halfan Al-Habi. Mabruk. Woo! And to award these awesome riders for the presentation, for third place, we have Ifad Khan from Dugasti Developers. To award the third place, we have Ifad Khan. Enjoy the sun, guys. Just enjoy the vitamin D, the UAE sun. So Ifad Khan from Dugasti Developers is going to be placing third place prize. And for second place, we have Saber Khan, also from Dugasti Developers. Sepa. And for the first place, for Mr. Kalfan Al-Kabi, we have Azlan Khan, also from Dugasti Developers. Dugasta.
Azan, come here. Probably leave it. You stay there. You stay there. You stay there. Thank you very much.
Guys, round of applause for our amazing rookies. One awesome race. First race of the day. One more to go. Woo! Woo! MashaAllah.
Big camera is there.
This side, here. This camera.
I always say this, but to place on the podium as a rookie must be such an awesome feeling. All right, one last photo, and we're going to move on to the Superstock. All right, round of applause, guys, for the rookie category. We're so lucky we have the Dubai police here with us today. All right, so moving on to the Super Stock category. Big round of applause for third place. In third place for the Superstock category, we have Sascha Taro. Woo! Congratulations. Awesome job always. So we'll try not to keep them out in the sun for too long because they have another race. And in second place for the Superstock, we have Yuri Nekrazov. Woo! Congratulations. With his gorgeous daughter. The sportsmanship is awesome, guys. Look at the smiles. What a team. And in first place, I'm so shocked because before the race, he said, I'm not sure if I'm going to place on the podium. It's Manuel Para. Woo! The most important part, the hat. He forgot his hat. There we go. All right, so for these awesome, awesome races. So in third place, we have Sascha to award. Sascha, we have Aman Deep from Dubai. And for second place, we have Azan Khan. Azan Khan back up. Thank you, Azan. And for our first place winner, we have Captain Khalid Al-Shamsi from Dubai Police. Captain Khalid Al-Shamsi. All right, guys, round of applause for our amazing Superstock winners. Woo! It's such an honor to have the Dubai Police with us here today. We have some incredible sponsors for the DSBK Championships. And of course, the superstar in the middle. All right, guys, one last round of applause for our amazing Superstock racers. All right, moving on, because for sure the racers, they're going to want to have a bit of rest before their next race. We're going to move on to the modified category. All right, so moving on to the modified category. Now, in third place for the modified, we have Shavin. Woo! Welcome, Shavin.
His name is Hashmi, yeah? The police. His name is Hashmi. You said Shamsi. So he says he's Hashmi. Yeah. You said Shamsi.
Sorry. Amazing, guys. All right, so in second place for the modified today, let's see for the next race, we have Saeed Al-Salati. Woo! Yalla. Mabruk.
Next time, man. Next time.
Yeah. So now this is where it gets interesting. So in first place, all the way from Ireland, we have, big round of applause, Simon Reed. Woo! Wow, big cheer for Simon. To award these amazing riders for the modified category, we have Sunny Bacta. Sunny Bacta. Woo! And for second place today for Saeed, we have Masood Mohammed. AFM Properties. And for our first place winner for Simon Reed, we have Captain Al-Hamshmi from Dubai Police. Thank you so much. Guys, huge round of applause for our amazing modified riders. I'm going to pass you over.
Thank you so much, Courtney, there. And what an incredible event it's been so far for race number 1 of the DSBK Middle East Championship. A big shout out to the Dubai Police for being a part of this incredible event. A big shout out to all the sponsors, the associate partners. This has been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you at race 2 that takes place at 3:30 local time here in the United Arab Emirates. Until then, see you then.